What if I told you that the very act of trying to be funny is what's making you unfunny? I used to force jokes into conversations, convinced I was a comedic genius in the making. I mean, who knew a girl in her 20s cracking dad jokes would fail? Certainly not this guy. But after diving into books on stand-up, improv, and comedy writing, I discovered the secret. You have to stop trying and let the fun happen. Pama ain't no comedian, so think of this as peer support. I'm breaking down the 3 key aspects that shifted me from trying to be funny to actually making people laugh. First up is the approach. This is the thinking part happening entirely in your head. The goal is to find the funny angle in any situation. One of my big mistakes was thinking observational humor was just stating the obvious. Like, I would see this cat and say, "Wow, this cat is so rectangular." In my head, I was quirky and funny, but looking back, my friend probably thought my parents should ask for a refund on my education. So, what's the real secret? I learned from Greg Dean's stand-up book that humor plays with assumptions. A joke has a setup that creates an assumption and a punch that breaks it with a surprise. Your goal isn't to be wacky, but to train yourself to see the world from a unique perspective. Here's the key. The funny angle is the one that makes you laugh. If you don't find it funny, why would anyone else? Stop guessing what others will like and start noticing what actually surprises and delights you. Let me show you what I mean with this clip from Kunk on Christmas.
Have you ever met Father Christmas?
I have.
Where did you meet him?
I met him next to Westfield.
And what was he doing there? Was he shopping or something?
I'm not quite sure if Father Christmas is rich.
I don't think he is.
How did he get all the presents in, lots of times?
I think he just shoplifts.
The assumption is that Santa is a magical, generous gift giver. The funny angle? He's a broke shoplifter. It's that sudden shift in perspective that creates the laugh. So how do you train your brain to do so? I learned a great exercise from a workshop with comedian Afi. He showed us photos of a taxi and asked us to talk about it from different perspectives. The driver, a passenger, the car itself, and even a building watching it drive by. Suddenly, this ordinary taxi became a source of a dozen funny ideas. The driver has a grumpy retired race car driver as a passenger. The building was jealous that it couldn't travel. The car was annoyed that it was glued to its phones all day. That's the foundation. You stop trying to be funny and start exploring different points of view. Okay, so you have found this hilarious twisted angle in your head. The next question is, how do you actually say it in a conversation without sounding forced? That brings us to our second aspect, execution. And the golden rule is to banter using yes and. This comes straight from the improv world. Yes and means you embrace the reality the other person presents, and then you add to it. You're releasing control and collaborating. You stop trying to steer the ship in conversations and start enjoying the ride together. Let's say your friend hits you with, "I'm pretty sure my cat is a cannibal." The fastest way to kill the fun is with denial. The wrong reply is, "That's stupid, cats can't do that." Conversation over. The yes and way is, "Oh really? What's his favorite type of person?" You are embracing their weird reality and moving it forward. Now I can hear you thinking, but what if I don't agree? This sounds like being a pushover. And that's totally a fair point. Context is key. Yes and is a tool for playful conversations, not for dealing with your unreasonable coworkers. It's about creating a collaborative, positive vibe where humor can thrive. The best way to practice this, try improv classes where you can experiment and fail safely. So you have got the thinking, you have got the talking, but There's one final piece that holds it all together: your mindset. Remember that everyone's sense of humor is different. This works in two directions, for your audience and crucially for you. First, for your audience. Your hilarious Skippity Ohio race meme is gonna be gibberish to your grandma. Your waiter probably won't catch your Hello World programmer joke. And that's okay. Don't get frustrated when a joke bombs. Humor is subjective. Second, and this was the game changer for me, your comedic style has to be authentic to you. If you're a cheerful, optimistic person, don't force yourself to be dark and sarcastic because you think it's cooler. People have a sense of who you are. If you act out of character for a punchline, it feels off. Steve Kaplan's book, The Hidden Tools of Comedy, highlights the importance of authenticity in comedy. He says, comedy is about being a real flawed human. The laugh comes from seeing someone struggle against an obstacle but never lose hope. And this is the ultimate form of stop trying. You stop trying to be the perfect you imagine and start being a genuine version of yourself. Your punchlines are funnier when they come from a place that feels true to you. So this mindset is your safety net. It stops you from getting discouraged when a joke fails, and it frees you from the exhausting work of trying to be someone you're not. Alright, let's do a quick recap. To be funny on purpose, you need to find the funny angle by breaking assumptions. Banter collaboratively with yes and. Stay true to yourself and remember, humor is subjective. Start small. This week, just practice finding one funny angle in a boring situation. Maybe while you're in line for coffee or stuck in traffic. You don't even have to say it out loud. Just train your brain to see the world differently. The more you do it, the more it becomes second nature. It genuinely changed how I connect with people, and I think it can do the same for you. If you found this video helpful and want more breakdowns like this, smashing that like button and subscribing really helps me out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you